Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Don channel. This is Hollywood history right over here, well, beyond the water spots. Wayne Newton's former mansion, right here. 40 acres of it for sale now. It's got a guardhouse right there. Really cool stuff here in Las Vegas. Let me see if I can turn around a little bit there. We're doing some work here. There's a bunch of dirt in front of the place. But there it is right there. At least the main entrance, it looks like. But again, 40 acres in there. He really loved his horses, so he wanted to have a ranch that he could ride around some horses, on some horses there. And that was his thing. Really cool and interesting stuff here in Las Vegas. And on the Vegas Don channel here on YouTube. Thank you for being here. We're gonna head out here to Pecos/Pecos and make a left. But this whole compound over here on the left, massive. See, there's some buildings in there, probably stables. Can't quite make out the main residence, but this is pretty close to the airport. I would imagine he would have the main residence set far enough back so he wouldn't hear the road noise from Sunset and Pecos here. I would hope that would be the case. And there's the frontage for it right there. It says Sunset Springs Ranch. It's no longer Wayne Newton's Shenandoah, but rather Sunset Springs Ranch. Here at the corner of Pecos/Pecos and Sunset. Really, really cool Hollywood television history. Hollywood entertainment history right here in the heart of Vegas. The western edge of Henderson. The city of Henderson here. He really loved horses, so I think he bought a ranch. Was it in Montana or something? He's up there now. Is it Utah or Montana or something like that? Big ranch up there, of course. All those rich folks, they have the money to do those sorts of things. But not me. But again, really, really cool. And they have the 3D horses there. That's pretty cool. Right out in front. Got the green light here. So we'll make the left. The sun is going to play a little bit of a role here, so apologies for that. Sunset Airport Center, this is called in here. 339 gallon. Got 7-Eleven there in front of us. And we're going to make a right out here because I wanted to go in that 7-Eleven for just a moment. Good on fuel for the moment, so it's not a fuel issue. But it's going to be a bio break. Not that you guys wanted to know all that. So we'll come back out here and I will be right back. Alright, we're back, folks. Gonna try and get out of here. Go westbound here on Sunset, and an appropriately named road given the sun being right in our faces right now, but that's okay. So there is again Wayne Newton's former home here in Vegas. Has been for sale for a while now. You can see some of the shops, etc., lining Sunset here. There's a Bogey's 24-hour gaming, food, and spirits there. Not familiar with that brand, Bogey's. You can see on the other side of Sunset here. And then there's a park here Actually, Sunset Park is right up here on the corner, so this is probably an extension of Sunset Park here, I believe. Yeah. And this is McLeod here. Allergies are really, really bad. That's one of the things they don't tell you about living in Vegas. Sunset Park right there, it says, yeah. Every spring, it just hits us really hard. And especially the high tree pollen counts, that's what really gets me. I grew up in Florida, and everything down there is supposed to be an allergen, or it's supposed to cause allergies. And being here, let's take a look over here at Sunset Park. They got tennis courts, soccer fields, baseball fields, all sorts of different recreational avenues for you to choose from in there. Really cool. It is a regional park. A lot of folks take part in enjoying that. This is Eastern Avenue here, which means the airport is right up here ahead of us on the right, the Las Vegas International Airport, where a plane lands or takes off every 3 minutes. Last year they carried, 58 million passengers through here. You can see a UPS, looks like 767 out there. In the distance, I'm going to try and keep the sun out of this for you guys. You can see the strip there, starting with the Stratton moving south, and then the rest of it over there. This fence is not conducive to being able to plane spot. It's black. It's all black, so it's like you'd have to be up high, like on a ladder or something, in order to be able to do it. The plane spot here, that'd be really problematic. There comes a jet. Probably some high roller looking to throw down a whole bunch of money that I'll never make in my whole life tonight on this Saturday night here in Las Vegas. And then right here on the right you have the aircraft viewing area, which was closed during COVID, as was a whole bunch of them. A whole bunch of different stuff was closed, and the county kept saying that it was a danger to the aircraft to have it open out here. It was a danger, etc., etc. No, it's not. People have been doing this for eons, coming out here and at every airport, really, and doing some plane spotting. Just think they didn't want to keep up the cost of maintaining it. As I said, the people come out here and feed the birds, and the birds are dangerous to aviation, but I never see anyone feeding any birds. This is going to be paradise right here as it emerges from the tunnel. It actually goes right under the tunnel right here off to our right. Hughes Airport Center over here off of Paradise. You can see it's pretty windy here right now. And that's the big post office right there. That's where a lot of our mail comes in when you order something and it's shipped like UPS or something. It's typically shipped in and brought here. I think it's 89119 is the zip code. That's a massive mail facility. And now you come over here to where the terminals are, the main passenger terminals, Delta, Southwest over there. And we're actually going over the tunnel right now, well, where it begins. Right here for Paradise. And you can jump on the 215 from here if you want, off of Sunset. They don't give you much notice about it, but it's there. You can see the strips clear as day. There's the emoji, sphere emoji out there. Oh, it just changed. Nevada Highway Patrol has a station over here, I guess. As we cross Bermuda. And there's Bermuda there, but Bermuda is actually bifurcated by the 215, so it picks itself up after the 215 beltway over there. More of the airport over here on the right. See Spirit sitting out there. Spirit Airlines. Banana boat. I always call them banana boat. They're just big yellow planes, look like banana boats. They're taking off into the east. It's unusual. Usually they take off into the west, so the winds are probably out in the east right now. I want to thank you all again so very, very much for joining us. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe to us if you haven't already. It really helps recommend us to other viewers, and it absolutely helps recommend us to the almighty algorithm. The almighty algorithm is what really carries the weight of your voice to other folks. Go-kart rides, Gene Woods racing experience, Sports Center it's called there, but I don't see a whole lot of people there. Not sure if that's open or what's going on in there. Back over here at the airport in the strip. It's going to bring us up here to Las Vegas Boulevard. Also check out our merch available. We have some awesome merch for you to choose from. Maybe something for yourself, your significant other. So come up here to the strip. We're going to make a right here. Oh, goodness me. I thought he was going to go. This is part of the problem with these dual left turn lanes. They're turning into 3 lanes, but they're only supposed to turn into the lane they're coming from. That means the folks on the turning from the other way should be able to turn into the right lane, but that's not always the case, unfortunately. This guy looks like he didn't want to pay for a cab. Right there. $4.29 a gallon for regular unleaded over here at that 7-Eleven. I'm sorry, it's a Chevron, not a 7-Eleven. Also, please check out Vids from Mike while we pass the airport here. It does some terrific plane spotting videos. VIDSFROMMIKE. Please check him out here on YouTube. I'm going to go into the executive terminal here, where if you're rich, you can land right here and drive right up the strip. But if you're one of the regular hoi polloi like me, you have to fly over to the regular passenger terminal on the other side of the airport, because the taxi companies want some money. These are Maverick helicopters here. They do the tours out to Grand Canyon. And a lot of bigwigs parked here. You can see all the executive jets that are parked here, all the private jets. That is some big money sitting there. Money I'll never have. But that's okay. Once again, thank you so very, very much, each and every single one of you. And as always, remember here on the Vegas Don channel, it's the journey, where what happens in Vegas stays here on the Vegas Don channel on YouTube. We'll see you next time, folks. Thank you.